Hey guys, welcome. Today I want to talk to you guys about 3 lead sources that never fail. 3 lead sources that you as an agent need to focus on in the year 2024 and moving forward. I know there's a million different lead sources, and guess what? There's more opinions than there are lead sources, which is crazy. But let's talk about them today. We're going to start it off with the easiest one and move all the way to the hardest one. And I'm going to tell you some things you don't want to do, some things you do want to do, but make sure to stay to the end, understand this all the way through. That way there you can see your sales grow in 2024 and moving forward. Without further ado, guys, let's get started. This is Real Facts on Real Estate, so I'm going to give you real information on how to grow your business in real estate right away. First, let's talk about the most common one, which is the sphere of influence. A lot of people take this one lightly. I hear lots of excuses from real estate agents and all different things, but let's kind of break it down a little. So the sphere or circle of influence are the people that know, like, and trust you, and they're the people around you. The average person has somewhere around 150 to 250, maybe a little bit more, amount of people that are within their sphere. Now, some people have none. And why is that? Maybe they were recluse, maybe whatever. I sometimes hear from agents, well, Sean, I don't really love talking to people. Guys, why are you in real estate? Because, like, dead serious. Interactions lead to transactions. Like, I'm so serious about that. Like, get a teammate, make phone calls, whatever you got to do to avoid people. But I don't know how you avoid people in this business. So, sphere of influence, immediately get started on building it. If you don't have one, maybe you moved in, maybe you moved into the area, maybe you're new, get one. How do you get one? Well, get involved in PTA, get involved in local clubs, get involved in local food places, go to networking groups, go to all the different local school events, right? So there's so many ways to get involved. So excuses really don't work because there's clubs, there's all sorts of things you can do to meet people. There's meetups, or you could run meetups yourself. We have Facebook and things. You can do events, you can invite people out. So get in front of people so you can grow your sphere. But who's involved in your sphere? So you have your family, you have your friends, you have people like doctors, people who cut your hair, the person who parks your car valet every week at your favorite restaurant, whatever it be, all those people that actually know you. Now, most of us don't have that many interactions before we're real estate agents, right? Maybe we just interact with people lightly. Now what I want you to do is take more care and attention to what people say and spend more time learning who they are, what they care about, who they care about, and how you can create a relationship with them. Because the more people you have relationships with, the better. One of the first things you want to do with your sphere is you really want to write it down in one place. Names, phone numbers, addresses, email addresses, likes, dislikes, everything about them, why they relate to you. Put that all in one place. I would highly suggest CRM. If you're not using CRM, otherwise known as client relationship management software, I'm not sure why, but I would certainly recommend doing that. I know lots of us have them in our phone, we have them in a Rolodex, we have them on a napkin, we have them in our brain, we have them in an email. Put it all together in one place and think to yourself, okay, if I have 150 of them and I want to reach out to these people at least maybe say 6 times a year, 150, we're just going to pretend like the year only has 300 days. So we can do 2 times the whole list in just every 1 a day. So we need to do more like something like about 10 a day. And that way they were hitting them often enough and we're reaching back out to them. What do I mean by hitting them? Texting, calling, visiting, emailing, liking different posts, commenting on posts, checking in, reaching out through other people, but having some sort of connection with them that makes them think of you, because it's important for them to think of real estate and you synonymously, but it's also important for them to think this person knows, like, and trusts me, and also puts more energy into me than I was expecting out of anyone else, because people who care about other people more than just saying it really stand out and people tend to work with them. So in real estate, our sphere of influence, the people we know, the people we like, the people we trust, that is one of the best lead generators you're going to have. In my guide, 6 Figures on Real Estate, I always talk about sphere of influence. Sphere of influence, sphere of influence, cheapest leads, best leads, amazing way to build a business. Honestly, anybody who started in real estate before we had internet, or anyone who started in real estate before all of these new apps or social media or any of that stuff, sphere of influence is how they grew their business, other than lead calls. Lead calls being from a sign or other things out on the road, maybe a newspaper ad. But typically speaking, best agents in the industry all work off their sphere of influence, and some of them, as they get bigger, their sphere keeps them so busy that that might be the only source of leads they use. Now, I wouldn't recommend that. I would recommend having as many lead sources as you can, but if you're happy with your earnings, you don't have enough time, then maybe it is enough. Okay, guys, so let's jump into the next lead, right? So we talked about the sphere of influence, right, and what it can do. Now let's talk about generating business through businesses. One of the things that's cool about being a real estate agent is we're a great connector, right? When people buy or sell homes, they need painting, they need plumbing, they need carpentry, they need electricity, they need landscaping, excavation, septic services. They might want to go to a local ice cream shop, a gym, all these different places. Guess who can be that connector? You. A local real estate agent should be a connector to local small businesses. One of the great things about being a connector to local small businesses, they're going to love you. Guys, everyone shares the celebrity post. Everyone shares the celebrity. Nobody shares local business. A lot of local businesses, sadly enough, are struggling, right? I'm a small business. I'm not the biggest thing in the world, right? But guess what? It means so much to me when someone reaches out to me, likes my post, comments, and I connect with them. And guess what I do? I reciprocate. I give back to those who gave to me. That's the same thing that small businesses do, right? So if you share profiles, you cross post with people, you comment, you give reviews, you send in clients, guess what they're going to do? They're going to do the same thing back. Unfortunately, in this world, lots of people don't do that originally, so we end up in a standoff where somebody's saying, well, I'll give you a lead when you give me a lead. And then you're saying, well, I'll give you a lead when you give me a lead. Be the leader, not the follower. When it comes to leads and giving out, the more you give, the more you shall receive. Because ultimately, people love to reciprocate, and when they feel indebted to you, like you gave them something, they didn't give it back, they don't feel comfortable there. They don't like that. They don't like when someone has a one-up on them. They want to equalize the balance and give back to you. So by giving to small businesses, there's so many ways we can earn here. One of them, we grow the local community, right? So we keep our friends in business. Well, another one, we grow the local community so we keep the property values up. Another one, we have better representation of our clients and we can offer more value than just buying and selling a house because all real estate agents do it. So guess what? We can stand behind our fees. We can give them more value, coupons, different things to small businesses and have it be another perceived value for working with you as a real estate agent. So that's amazing, right? It's a great way to connect with people. So first off, we started with the sphere of influence. Now we're talking a little bit about small business and what we could do with small business, right? Now, guys, I'm gonna be hated for this one. I accept it. I accept it up front. You guys, the haters are out there. Portal leads. Realtor.com, Zillow.com, Homes.com, the rest of them, they are amazing leads when done correctly. I can say some of the referral ones, not so much, but the portal leads where you're purchasing them, they are high quality leads. Zillow, I do a lot with. Realtor.com, I've done a lot with in the past. The truth is you need to see them as Realtor or Zillow's once and mine forever. You can't see it as buying each individual transaction. You need to see it as I am building up a database of clientele who buy from me this time, sell from me in the future, buy from me in the future, tell their friend about me, tell their cousin about me, tell their uncle, tell their brother. Everyone knows about me because I met them through Zillow or Realtor. They were expecting to meet somebody who didn't understand real estate. They got me instead. They got a professional, and guess what they did? They told everyone else about it. So portal leads are going to be a way to grow your business, especially if you're a brand new agent. Brand new agents, it's really tough out there for you guys. You know, your aunt, your uncle, they might not trust you yet. Isn't that they don't love you, isn't that they don't like you, isn't that they don't want to give you business, isn't that they want to take money away from you. It's just that you've never sold real estate before. It's their entire life savings, or it's part of their entire investment plan, or whatever it is. They want more trust than they have in you at this point. Portal leads can get you started at the beginning because oftentimes buyers who come through Zillow or any of these other sources aren't quite sure how the system works, don't have an agent, and are willing to work with you, which is a great opportunity for you to put statistics up. So when you call Aunt Sally, you can say, hey, Aunt Sally, I know you're thinking about selling your house coming up. I recently sold 3 houses in your neighborhood. Here's the ones I was working with, and this is why you should use me. Versus saying, I'm brand new, I hope you trust me for my first deal, which for whatever reason, a lot of agents actually sit back and wait for a family member or a friend before they ever do their first deal. Or they get their license specifically for that friend or family member to do their deal and think the deals will just stack up behind it. Guys, we are a marketing company who happens to be excellent at selling real estate. If we're not a marketing and lead generation company, then what are we? Because if we don't have a client, we can't sell a house. If we don't have a client, we can't buy a house. If we don't have a client, we can't rent a place. So we need clients, and we need a steady flow of them. The 3 proven lead strategies that I've done for years would be my sphere of influence, my small business influence, and also portal leads. Now, guys, I'm not saying that there's not a million other things out there, and I'm also not saying to go online and just spend thousands of dollars on portal leads saying, you know what, Sean told me I'm going to grow my business. Do not do that. Train your brain all the way through, understand how to work with each type of lead, and master the leads. And guys, when you get a lead, hang on to it. I can't stand to see people who call someone once or twice and says, geez, I don't want to bother them. They must not want real estate because they're not answering my calls. Call. Could be once, could be twice, could be once a month, could be once a quarter. Never let go until they tell you 1 or 2 things, yes or no. If they don't tell you to go away, why are you going away? You spent all the time, you spent all the money, you spent all the energy on lead generation. Now take advantage of what it's brought you. Guys, never let your ego, your own mind, what bothers you, your own thoughts get in your way, or you'll never succeed in real estate. Real estate's about the client. Make sure to take care of the client, and real estate will take care of you. Guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. If you haven't already done so, pound the subscribe button, hit the notifications so you don't miss any new videos, and I'll be putting out tons of videos just like this one to help you guys grow your business in real estate right away and see measurable differences in your commissions. Thanks so much and have a great day, guys.